Shabbat Shalom. This week we read from Parshat Vayishlakh. We've come to the part of the Jacob narrative, where after 20 years of living away from home in Padan Aram with his father-in-law Lavan and with his wives and his children, Yaakov is ready to return to Eretz Israel. But there is one matter which remains to be settled. And for 20 years it has weighed heavily on his soul. And that, of course, is the enmity of his brother Esav, from whose wrath Yaakov fled those 20 years ago. He left with nothing but his staff in his hand. And now he returns with a huge family and much wealth. The night before he is to meet his brother Esav, Yaakov is left alone, and he prays. And he reminds God of the promises that God made to Yaakov, that he would inherit this land, and that his progeny would be as numerous as the stars in the heaven and the sands in the sea. But he is afraid, and he prays. And in the midst of his prayer, he has a remarkable moment of humility. Katonti mikol chasadim. I am unworthy of all of the kindnesses which you have bestowed upon me, your servant. One Hasidic rabbi said that he says katonti because we know that every human being is an olam katan, is a small world. Each human being with infinite value is an entire universe. But compared to God, we are small. And this Hasidic Rabbi said, if we see ourselves in our own eyes as an olam, as the world, then we are small. But if we see ourselves in our own eyes as small, then we are the whole world. Humility is one of the prime attributes that Jews throughout the centuries have tried to embrace and eternalize, and to go through the world with humility. Moshe Rabbeinu, for all the things that he accomplished, is remembered as being more humble than any other person alive. And I'm reminded by that wonderful line by Golda Meir, when she said to a person, don't be so humble, you're not that great. And in that delightful line, she taught us and reminded us what it means to be humble. The more humble we are, truly humble, and not false humility, but the more truly humble we are, the greater we are. May we be an olam katan, an entire world that is small only in our own eyes. Shabbat Shalom. May you have a Zis and Shabbos.